comment. I'm gonna comment.
I told you not to. I say you have to understand when you're talking. Svetra, it was 15 when you started this monologue. Girls should pay on the first date. Change my mind.
No. It's the guys that should pay. No, actually, I liked what 50 Cent said. You know that, right? Whoever has had the idea to
go to a date, they should pay.
Yes. Usually, depending on the country, but I believe that the guy should pay because it's a gentleman move, because he's gonna prove that he's gonna be provider in a maybe future family.
You can start to take notes of this.
So yeah, I believe that usually a guy should pay for the first date.
Because if he has to be the provider, what do you mean the provider?
I mean in a more how's it called, traditional family. Usually the guy has.
So you want a traditional family?
Yeah, I think you want it too. You want 7 kids, so.
No, let's stop talking about me. But you want a traditional family where there is the guy that is providing.
I want also to provide though. I want also to work, so.
So if you want
but
to do the same...
But I don't mind him having more money, yeah.
Okay, but if you wanted to do the same, be a provider too, why the guy should pay on the first date and not you, since you're a provider too?
I still believe as a gentleman move that he has to pay.
And what's a gentleman for you?
Someone that opens the door for you, someone that gives you flowers, you know, all the banal things. Someone that is, I don't know, like has, when he says something, he does it. Someone that protects you physically as well.
Don't you think that this is against the idea of feminism?
I mean, feminism stands for equal rights for men and women, and for other things that I don't know all the stuff that stands for. I know it's a specific topic for you. I know your opinion about it. I've seen one of your videos, but I still believe that the guy should pay as an Eastern European, because it's in my culture, so I believe.
So if I go with you for the first date and I don't pay, what will be the consequence?
Usually, depends. Depends what country I am dating.
You cannot evaluate the
like
guy performance for his culture.
Yeah, but usually,
like
honestly,
if you're with like an Arab guy that you're like, okay, he's let me go out. That for his culture, usually it's a lot.
I'm not disappointed. I mean, I've never been disappointed. I always knew if someone is gonna pay or not. It's just a feeling. It's just depending on his character and depending on his culture. So I've always knew if he's gonna pay or not. So for me, I'm always prepared. But once there was a guy that I don't know. I expect him to pay, and then he didn't. So split. I would never.
So for you, it's a deal.
It was for this specific situation. Yeah, it was a deal breaker because he said it was a blind date. He was a bit younger, but
if it's younger, he's supposed to have less money. So
he had a very stable job, and he took me. He says, "Hi Svetla, today I'm gonna be the gentleman for you for the night, for the evening. I'm gonna take you with my car, and I made a reservation at a restaurant." So he already he took me with the car. He had a reservation for the restaurant. He said he's gonna be my gentleman for tonight, for the night. He reserved a restaurant that is kind of pricey. Yes, he, by the way, also he ordered so much more than me. I ordered, let's say I was prepared to pay whatever my share was, which is 30%. He ordered so much more and more expensive stuff, and at the end, he was not
half and half.
He wanted me to pay, and then he said, "I'm gonna give you back." But by the way, at that time, I was a bit poor. Like I had another account, but then in my main account, I had less money.
So you paid for him.
I preferred him to pay because I hadn't really. I was about to give him, and I was about to give him my share anyway. But the waiter came to us, and he because the guy was not in his so much masculine energy. He was younger, so he came to me because I was the older one, and he's like, "Would you prefer cash or card?" And we were looking at each other, and he's like, "Yeah, you can pay if you want." And it was so like I was really. in that moment I was like, no, I cannot.
But what's the masculine energy? So it's linked to say, okay, I will pay.
Yeah.
Okay, but why? Why being masculine means that you have to provide for the girl that you are dating? So what's the link?
I mean, what's masculine energy?
If I'm a man,
let's define
there
what is
was
masculine
someone that
energy.
was saying, no, you're a beta man if you let the girl pay. So you agree with this statement then?
I mean, usually alpha guys pay for the
Why I should feel less man if I let the girl pay?
I mean, for first date, not just first date, but for me, again, it's a cultural thing. Maybe in Italy it's not like that. That's why you don't understand
Italy,
it.
Unfortunately, it's like that. That's the problem.
It is or is not.
Yeah, the boy has to pay. The boy has to provide. Or the boy. It's always on the boy.
I don't know. I understand that you want to break the.
In Germany, they say that
it's 50-50.
Yeah, totally.
Like Dutch. I mean, this guy basically was Bulgarian, but in Dutch, he was.
So if it was Dutch, probably was normal for him that they both have.
But
to
come
pay.
on, he wanted me to pay the whole bill, and he literally he reserved the restaurant.
We paid the bill for ages. So why now that the girls got independent, they cannot take even this? It can be even a way to show you're independent. I really believe in the thing that I have to be an independent woman. So I will pay for the boy that I bring to a date. Why is that wrong?
Yeah, but if the woman wants to be dependent, then...
so you're expressing so if I go to a date with a girl and she wants me to pay, it's like a signal that, okay, this is not an independent girl. She's a girl that, I have to feed myself for the rest of my life. So take this into consideration if you want to date her again.
I don't know. I understand your question, but it's just like a thing that... let's say the guy opens the door for a girl, this kind of thing that you don't question.
Why I have to...
Because that means a gentleman. It's like a noble kind of thing to do, to open the...
But noble gentlemen were the guys in... it was a cultural thing when the boy was actually, being the kind of the owner of the girl. Okay, so like for the dog, you open the door. But now it's not like that anymore. So the concept itself of gentleman, for me, it loses, meaning. It's not.
I don't
it's
think
meaningless
about the owner
now.
though. Probably.
It's the girl was going out only with you, only because you were going to pay, because you were opening her door.
Opening the door, I think, is more like I think we confuse both stuff. But the woman was considered a property before, but we confuse gentlemen.
But still, why have to open the door? I do it, but even if one day I decided to not do it. Why it's bad?
Okay,
why it's bad?
I'm not used to it anymore anyway. There's no people that does it that much. But I would love when someone opens the car for me, stuff like that. It's nice. It feels nice.
For example, I saw that there was this study a long time ago in I think the Northwestern University, I remember the university, that say that the more a guy is a gentleman, the more is misogynist.
Why?
Because it means that if he's a gentleman, there is unconsciously
gender role.
Thought. Yeah, unconsciously he thinks that the gender of the woman is it's different. We can say so. He has this bigger role. Okay, he's the boss of it. He's the leader, and the woman is the follower. That's why she cannot pay, because you cannot pay. You are not someone that should provide. This is my responsibility. You are my responsibility. So if you're a gentleman, you are a misogynist. Okay, you have the same kind of traits. The difference is that when you're a gentleman, these traits are kind of turned into something good for the woman. So I bring you flour, I pay for your dinner. If you're a misogynist in the more strict sense, it's more about hatred. It's about but it's the same thing.
For me,
they are born from the same origin.
Where did you read somewhere about that, or
because for me it's very interesting that sometimes I feel all my life I felt I dated many girls that they were paying their part, they were offering. So I think that you have even to choose the people you are dating. If I date a girl that I see that she's not interested in pay, she doesn't even offer. For me, it's over. It's already over. Okay, at least do the move, you know, show me that you're not taking for granted that I'm gonna pay.
But are you, do you, because we did a video like that, similar about Andrew Tate and stuff like that. Do you get inspired from me, like because I'm Eastern European, or why are you so much bothered by these things?
No. It's since high school that I was in one side I had girls that they were sharing my same idea. So I'm an independent girl, so I should pay my part and whatever. And on the other side, there were girls that were like, no, the man has to pay everything. Okay, and I always felt very like this is for me. I don't know, something. I don't want to say stupid, but something that doesn't make sense. Like, why I'm a man and I should pay? Just my first not my first, maybe the second important girlfriend when I was in high school. I mean, it was always like that. That she was convinced, and all her friends were supporting her idea that she goes to an ice cream and to take an ice cream, I have to pay for the ice cream. That's it. We're not even like in a date. We are with a group of friends. So why I have literally to pay everything you take?
But she's not. You're not a couple.
No, we were a couple, and since we were a couple, I had to pay for her ice cream. If we are going with a group,
and she
to
doesn't
take.
A group.
But even Bianca, when we hi Bianca, when we went to the one day in Abruzzo, she was like, "No, why now the men have to pay?" Then I think only Alberto paid for her because me and Antonio we didn't. Mm-hmm. Okay, I don't know. Maybe we were. I don't know. I was like,
she's very. She's usually very, how's it called, feminist. I think she's.
Yeah, she's feminist, but the boy has to pay. You have to pay for the girls. I mean,
not every time, just sometimes. I mean, I also pay for the stuff.
Yeah, but this is balance. But what is the thing that we men have to pay for the women?
On the first date, I really agree with that. I'm sorry. Let's say someone asks me, "Oh, can we go for a coffee?" He wants for me to take my time to see him, and
so he's buying your time. He's buying your time.
No, it's not like I'm not gonna say the word with P and then.
That's why all the last dates that I had, they were always, I don't want to go to eat, we can have a walk, we can go to the park, we can go to the beach. I don't want to go, why should I spend money on a girl that I don't even know?
Yeah, I mean, that's also fair. Like, I don't say that guys have it easy, definitely very hard. Because it means that if it's assumed that you have to pay every time, I mean,
it's like,
really...
why do I have to do this? Like, but what's my interest in that?
That's why your company, let's go
you're
for
telling
coffee.
me that your company is so worthy that I have to pay for that. If you are someone that I'm very interested in meeting because you can teach me a lot of stuff, okay, I can consider that. I mean, if we have just to talk about each other, get to know, I should pay for you. I mean, I'm not bringing you value to your day. It's just.
Yeah, I get your point, but it's just like, the cultural thing, and I consider it better for the guy to pay. I mean, I know I know the things, but I cannot explain it with a specific thing, but it's just a cultural thing that people follow, and we feel good about it. That's it. But again, if I'm on a date with a German guy, I wouldn't expect this to happen. But if it's with a southern country, it could be Greek, Latino, South Italian, even up Italian as well. Why not?
What, you have experience?
I'm not gonna say anything. Bulgarian, all the Balkanic countries, Russian, they would just do it. But if it's someone from the West, let's say someone from, depends. Again, it depending on the person, but I feel it. For me, gentleman is not a bad word and it's not misogynistic. We have to check exactly what it means. It's from back on the old days, but I know people will hate it probably because they say, "Oh, we want equality," but I don't mind the guy.
So you want equality just when you think that you want equality,
yes.
But it's not something that you want in any field.
No, but we're not equal because, I mean, we're equal as souls, but we're not equal. I have a period every month.
And I have to pay for your period.
Also,
I want to understand what's the link, the thing that we have different genders and the male gender has to pay. I mean,
we should not, no, I'm saying...
It's not like that getting different medicines because we have a different hormonal stuff.
We're very different, so that's why I don't think even women should, I mean, if they want, okay, but to compete exactly with the same like on the same level of guys for the career and stuff like that. If they want, great. But I usually, for me, work really tires me. Really tires me. If I cannot work, but I don't want to be paid obviously for. So
so you didn't change my mind at the end.
For me, it's no. I'm saying that I should. I don't think women. I'm going to be very honest. I don't think women are meant to compete like that with men in the workplace. But if you want to do it, I think I am for the freedom of a woman to do whatever they want with their life and their body. But I think that they're not meant to. A lot of them to compete like that, and because also if you want to have a family, let's say, I'm not sure if I want for the kids, but let's say if I want to have the kids, you have to prove that you have to be able to take care of me, because 2 years I'm gonna take care of this baby, you're gonna take care of it as well, but I'm gonna be giving my breast.
Involved.
Yes, I'm gonna be. Usually, the maternity leave in Bulgaria is 2 years. Okay, 2 years. I'm not gonna have a job. I'm gonna given.
You cannot get a job for 2 years.
2 years, you maternity leave.
Italy,
you're not
a few months.
No, it's not possible.
9
no.
months.
Italy is probably 3 years.
Nah.
Or 4. Italy. No, let's check. It's not possible. Here it's 2 years maximum.
But I'm talking about Spain, not about having kids.
Yeah, but it's you're settling a tone for the future. That's why. But at the same time, there is even if it's considered beta, sometimes it's better to be with someone beta and not alpha, because the alpha guy would want to buy you and be very like. Thinking that he can buy you, he can be. So an alpha guy would be probably very like controlling usually, and trying to buy you, and usually. And
you like this, a guy that controls you, that buys you.
That's why I would prefer someone more beta if there is stuff like that. I don't consider myself alpha as well, but let's say I don't know, I'm not sure, but someone that has both, beta and alpha, but. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. I think depending on the culture as a conclusion, and I like
so men
gentlemen.
have to pay,
Yeah, for the first date, yeah. Sorry.